The DJI OSMO Pocket 3 is lightweight, compact, on a gimbal, shoots 4K up to 60 frames a second, synchronizes with your phone, and what I think is fairly inexpensive. It is the perfect YouTube camera. And today I'm hoping that I'm gonna get that across to you guys. The first thing we're gonna do though in this video is go on a run. Let's get started.
Want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. Don't try to give up, try to keep going. Keep going. Don't cry, try to keep going. Keep going. Don't cry, keep going. Don't cry. You already in pain, you already hurt, get a reward from it. Keep going. Because it's not about where you come from, it's about heart.
All right, I don't care what you say, but running with a camera is not sexy at all. I don't know how people do it. It's so difficult. Stop and place it on the tripod, run, pick it up, run here, run there. Oh my gosh, that's challenging. Well, all right, so the run's done. We got our 3 miles locked in. I'm gonna freshen up and we're gonna get back to why the DJI OSMO Pocket 3 is the perfect camera for you. And we are squeaky clean. Can't wait to put that in Premiere and see how it looks in post. Okay, so going over those bullet points we talked about right in the beginning of the video, the DJI OSMO Pocket 3 is extremely lightweight. If you have long film sessions, you're by yourself, you're filming with friends, you are not gonna be fatigued by the time the session ends. I film YouTube videos with a very close friend of mine named Sedge, and we use the DJI OSMO Pocket 3 to film. Now, the thing is I'm normally filming with him for about 3, 2.5, sometimes up to 4 hours, and there is no fatigue. This thing is super lightweight, which is a definite pro, and I will tell you guys that looking at their website, it does say that it's about 149 grams, and that equates to a little less than half a pound. So again, the DJI OSMO Pocket 3 is very lightweight, no fatigue. It definitely is a pro. Look at this thing. It's compact. That's what I wanted to talk about next. So you kind of see the tripod base here at the bottom, and then on top of that, there's a little accessory in the creator combo. We will get into this later in the video, but the tripod connects into this piece, which then actually has a port where you can plug in and charge the Osmo. So it looks rather big, but no, this is extremely compact. If you're running and gunning to shoots, you can easily just throw this in your backpack. You don't have to worry about a bunch of accessories, batteries, all this and that. Again, we'll talk about the creator combo later, but it is very, very compact. Super simple, batteries are already installed. All you need is just this and a micro SD card. This is a big one. It's a huge one. And that is the fact that the DJI OSMO Pocket 3 is on a gimbal. One of my biggest insecurities as a videographer is the fact that sometimes after I get done with the shot and look at the footage in post, is the video appears shaky. Doesn't really look that good, and it kind of stinks because it's like, oh, what the heck? Well, the nice thing about this is the fact that the camera is on a gimbal. So when you do those sleek slides, those pans to the left and to the right, you'll notice that the footage is actually stable and it's very sleek. It's not shaky. When you're shopping for a camera, one of the key things to look for is the built-in stabilization. Because if there's really not good built-in stabilization, you're probably gonna have to purchase a gimbal so that way you have the same effect. And this is all built in. Again, this is a huge pro, and I think one of the key things on what's important for being a YouTube content creator is all of your weapons are built into this camera, okay? But yes, no, being on a gimbal, that makes it so nice. You don't have to worry so much about being shaky because the camera is going to appear smooth when you're shooting the shot. Super quick, but also a little bit informative and maybe something educational for you guys that are new to the YouTube space and trying to start making your own content. So the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 shoots up to 60 frames a second in 4K. I actually learned this when I was doing research. There is a slow motion setting on this camera that allows you to shoot up to 120 frames a second. If you're kind of confused on what that means, I'm going to do my best to explain it, but imagine this. Say you're taking pictures of a bird. If you take 60 pictures of the bird and decide to slow the pace down, it's going to look super crisp as it goes in slow motion, okay? Now think of that at 60 pictures in a second. Imagine 120. You're really gonna get a good, crisp, clean, slow motion shot at 120 frames per second. I normally shoot everything in 24 frames a second, and then if I'm shooting something like B-roll or some footage that I'm gonna add in and post, I'll normally slow that down at either 60 or 120 frames a second. But just to let you guys know, the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 shoots in 4K up to 60 and then in the slow motion setting at 120. So this makes it extremely versatile. Okay, we are so back. I actually really like this shot. You get to see my 3 favorite iconic canvases that I have in the office. But anyways, all right, so this is just mind-blowing. When I first discovered this, when I got my DJI Osmo Pocket 3, I was in shock. This is like the greatest thing ever, and for so many particular reasons. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start screen recording on my phone so you can see what I'm looking at here. But DJI Osmo Pocket 3 has its own app called DJI Mimo. Mimo? I think I'm pronouncing that right. But basically what happens is as long as you're on the same Wi-Fi network, you can connect to your DJI Osmo Pocket 3. And I don't even know if you necessarily need to be on a Wi-Fi network. That I haven't tested out, and maybe I should have before I created this video. But once you have connected to your DJI Osmo Pocket 3, you get what the camera sees through your phone. So just close your eyes here and think for a second. If you're doing something, creating content, and you don't have somebody there with you to help you, this is the greatest thing ever, because especially when I'm making videos, I can be here in my office looking at what my phone sees. I can look at the footage after I shot it, so then that way I don't have to get up and change certain things, certain settings. It's all on the app. And what's really cool, get this, it's going to be kind of difficult because my office is a little bit messy, but you can actually drag and make a box around you. That was a little too small, it said. Nope, too small. There we go. And now my camera will actually follow me in the office. So it's just a really cool feature, super helpful if you're a one-man band creating content. It's very unique because the options are limitless with the DJI Mimo, but I just really like the fact that I can see what I'm looking at when I'm recording. All of the shots coming up to this one, minus the beginning shots, were filmed on my iPhone XR. I had to go walk behind the tripod, click record, come back, see if I was in the right spot, and then go back. But now with this DJI Mimo app, I can actually see what the camera sees, and it just makes it so much more beneficial. So again, all of this in one camera is just superb. On to the next topic. So as for my final thoughts, the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 is the perfect YouTube camera. YouTube is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be stress-free. I'm not going to say it's supposed to be easy because yes, it can be challenging at times, but I feel like this camera is a winner and it makes it a lot more fun. With all the weapons in its arsenal, the gimbal, compact, lightweight, the Mimo app, the quality, everything is crisp and smooth. There will be a link in the description on where you can find it on Amazon, and I will let you guys know too that you don't have to buy the creator combo, but there are so many great accessories that I didn't even talk about that comes with the creator combo, including this lav mic. There's also a wind muff or dead cat, so if you're recording outside, it takes away a lot of that wind noise. Just something to consider. But yes, I feel like it's very inexpensive for all the pros and benefits that you get. Again, I thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.